History by the Hour, Episode 8. The Day the Sky Caught Fire. The date is May 6th, 1937. The world is changing. Airplanes are becoming faster. Technology is advancing at a breathtaking pace. And crossing the Atlantic Ocean, once a journey measured in weeks, can now be accomplished in only a few days. For many people, the future seems limitless. And nothing represents that future better than the largest aircraft ever built, the Hindenburg, stretching more than 800 feet long. The German airship appears less like a machine and more like a floating city. Inside are dining rooms, lounges, private cabins, observation windows. Passengers can walk freely while crossing an entire ocean thousands of feet above the earth. To those who see it for the first time, it looks impossible. A giant silver monument drifting silently through the sky. And on this spring afternoon, the Hindenburg is approaching the end of another successful Atlantic crossing. Its destination, Lakehurst Naval Air Station, New Jersey. Thousands are waiting, reporters are waiting, photographers are waiting, families have gathered simply to watch the massive airship arrive. No one realizes they are about to witness one of the most famous disasters in human history, because within a matter of seconds, the sky itself will appear to catch fire. Early morning over the Atlantic. The Hindenburg left Germany 3 days earlier. Despite strong headwinds slowing the journey, the flight has been relatively routine. Passengers spend their days reading newspapers, playing cards, smoking in the specially designed smoking room, looking through observation windows at the endless Atlantic below. For many, this is the most luxurious way to travel in the world. There is little engine vibration, very little turbulence. The experience feels closer to staying in a hotel than riding aboard an aircraft. The crew has completed dozens of successful crossings before. Confidence is high. Nobody on board expects trouble. After all, the Hindenburg represents the pride of Germany's airship program. The aircraft has already carried thousands of passengers safely. Its reputation appears nearly flawless. And as America comes into view, passengers begin preparing for arrival. 1 p.m. approaching New Jersey. As the Hindenburg nears the east coast, weather becomes a concern. Storm systems move through parts of New Jersey. Dark clouds gather. Rain showers develop near Lakehurst. Captain Max Pruss receives updates regarding conditions on the ground. The airship cannot land immediately. Instead, the Hindenburg begins circling while waiting for better weather. Passengers become mildly frustrated by the delay. But no one is worried. This is normal. The massive airship has plenty of experience handling changing weather. Below them, crowds continue gathering near the landing field. Many have traveled specifically to witness the arrival. Children point toward the sky, newspaper reporters prepare cameras, ground crews stand ready. Everyone expects a routine landing. 4 p.m., the wait continues. Hours pass. The weather slowly improves. The Hindenburg remains airborne. Inside the passenger compartments, people continue conversations. Some write letters. Others gaze through windows at the American coastline. Crew members prepare for landing procedures. Outside, the sky begins clearing. The delay appears nearly over. At Lakehurst, anticipation grows. Every arrival of the Hindenburg feels like a special event. The airship has become famous around the world. When it appears overhead, people stop what they are doing just to stare. Its enormous size seems unreal. And soon, everyone gathered at the air station will have a perfect view. 6 p.m., the giant appears. As evening approaches, the Hindenburg finally arrives over Lakehurst. People on the ground immediately notice it. The silver airship emerges against the sky, massive, silent, elegant. The sight is breathtaking. Some spectators have never seen an airship before. Others have seen photographs but are still shocked by its scale. The Hindenburg dwarfs nearly everything around it. Its engines hum steadily as it circles above the landing field. The weather has improved enough to attempt landing. Crew members move into position. Ground handlers prepare ropes. Everything appears normal. Everything appears under control. No one knows these are the final minutes. 7 p.m. Final approach. The Hindenburg begins maneuvering for landing. Captain Pruss carefully positions the airship. Ground crews wait below. Landing an airship is a complex process. The aircraft must approach slowly. Ropes are lowered. Handlers on the ground secure the vessel. Then the airship is guided into position. The process has been performed countless times. Nothing seems unusual. Passengers gather near windows. Some prepare luggage. Others simply watch the landing unfold. The journey is almost over. Many are already thinking about dinner plans, hotels, meetings, family members waiting nearby. No one imagines disaster is seconds away. 7:21 p.m. Something changes. Witnesses later report seeing unusual movement near the tail section. Others describe small flickers. Some notice nothing at all. Even today, historians continue debating the exact cause. What happened next occurred so quickly that many observers struggled to understand what they were seeing. One moment, the Hindenburg is floating peacefully above the landing field. The next moment, something ignites. 7:25 p.m. The sky catches fire. A burst of flame erupts near the rear of the airship. For a brief instant, spectators stare in confusion. Then the fire explodes across the aircraft. The hydrogen inside the airship ignites. Flames race through the structure with terrifying speed. Gas cells rupture. Fire spreads from one end to the other. The giant airship transforms into a burning torch hanging in the sky. People scream. Ground crews scatter. Passengers rush for exits. The Hindenburg begins falling toward the earth. Within seconds, the nose lifts sharply upward. The tail collapses downward. Metal supports twist and buckle. Flames consume nearly everything. The heat becomes unbearable. Passengers trapped inside face impossible choices. Some jump, others search desperately for escape routes. Crew members fight to survive as the structure disintegrates around them. The disaster unfolds faster than anyone can process. Photographers continue shooting pictures almost automatically. Reporters stare in horror. Families watch in disbelief. The largest aircraft in the world is being destroyed before their eyes. And it is happening in less than a minute. The famous broadcast. Among those witnessing the disaster is radio reporter Herbert Morrison. Originally sent to record a routine landing, he suddenly finds himself narrating catastrophe. As the airship burns, his voice changes from professional reporting to raw emotion. His words become some of the most famous in broadcast history. His shock mirrors what everyone around him feels. The disaster is so sudden, so violent, so unexpected that trained journalists struggle to describe it. What they are witnessing feels unreal. 34 seconds. From the first visible flames to the wreckage reaching the ground, approximately 34 seconds pass, just 34 seconds. Years of engineering, years of innovation, thousands of successful flights, destroyed in less than a minute. The wreckage smolders on the field. Black smoke rises into the evening sky. Emergency responders rush toward the ruins. Survivors emerge burned, injured, and shocked. Some passengers somehow escape with relatively minor injuries. Others are not so fortunate, and the scene becomes one of confusion and heartbreak. The world reacts. News of the disaster spreads rapidly. Newspapers publish photographs across front pages. Radio stations interrupt programming. Around the world, people are stunned. The Hindenburg had represented the future, a symbol of progress, a symbol of confidence. And now it lies destroyed. The images are impossible to ignore. Unlike many earlier disasters, this one is photographed extensively. Millions will eventually see the burning airship collapsing from the sky. The visual impact is enormous. For many people, the Hindenburg disaster becomes the defining image of technological catastrophe. The end of an era. Investigations begin almost immediately. Experts search for answers. How could this happen? What caused the fire? Could it have been prevented? Even today, debate continues, but one consequence becomes clear almost immediately. Public confidence in passenger airships collapses virtually overnight. People no longer see giant hydrogen-filled aircraft as symbols of the future. Instead, they see danger, risk, disaster. Airplanes continue improving, airships fade away, the age of luxury passenger zeppelins effectively ends, not gradually, not over years, but in a single evening. Closing. As darkness settles over Lakehurst, smoke continues rising from the wreckage. The crowds are gone, the excitement is gone, only twisted metal remains, and for those who witnessed it firsthand, the memory never fades. The giant silver airship, the sudden burst of flame, the screams, the shock, the realization that history had just changed before their eyes. Because on May 6, 1937, the world did not simply witness an accident. It witnessed the end of an entire era, and for 34 unforgettable seconds, it seemed as though the sky itself had caught fire.